Alright, I'm starting my night tour of Sofia from here. On the left you can see a mosque. On the right you can see what we call Halite. It's actually a closed bazaar. Behind the closed bazaar on my right is the synagogue. In other words, Sofia boasts this very nice, very peaceful coexistence among religions. We like to think that we're tolerant people, we Bulgarian people. Now, I'm going to turn left here, and you will see on my left, you can see what we call the triangle of power. Triangle of power, meaning триъгълника на властта. Триъгълника на властта. Right at the bottom of this picture, you can see actually the parliament. The parliament. Okay, you'll see it in a minute, in a second again. So, it's a better view right now. So you see the parliament right in the middle here. On the right is the presidency, and on the left is the Council of Ministers. So when we had the big protests last summer in 2019, it was extremely convenient for the protesters to come here and protest under the windows of the president and the prime minister at the same time, which didn't, of course, make these two guys actually close to each other. Sofia is not exactly very well a brightly illuminated city. I remember back in communist times when people went abroad and they would come back, they would say, oh my God, Sofia looks so dark. And unfortunately what you see right ahead is a beautiful church, Saint Nedelya, probably translated into one of the Romanic languages. It would sound something like Domenica, okay? Santa Domenica or something like that, because Nedelya means Sunday in Bulgarian, and unfortunately it is not illuminated. It is a beautiful church, as you may be able to see right now. The street, which I'm going to turn left now, and this is Ruski Boulevard. This is probably the beginning of Ruski Boulevard, okay? We call it Ruski, but actually its official name is Tsar Osvobodito, Emperor Liberator or King Liberator. It is covered in something that we people living in Sofia, we Sofianites, think is emblematic for Sofia. The paving stones are yellow, and they were given to the Bulgarian people by one of the European monarchs of the time. I cannot say which one. They are rather slippery, in fact, in the winter or when it's wet. So you don't want to walk on these with high heels on or slippery boots, for example. Now, what else can I tell you about this here? I'm going to leave. I'm going to have to turn left now. Okay, we're turning left. Now you can see the National Assembly, the Parliament, in its grandeur. In a second, you'll see the probably best illuminated part of Sofia, and this is this area here. In a second, on my left, beautiful sky tonight. On my left is what used to be the royal palace. It was then turned, when Bulgaria became a republic, it was turned into a national gallery. I'm gonna stop here, actually park here, get out of the car and go on filming, okay? Because what I want to show you right now is this. The National Palace of, royal palace, okay? And where am I right now is a parking lot, but it was not a parking lot. It didn't used to be a parking lot in communist times. In communist times, what we had here was actually the mausoleum of Georgy Dimitrov. Georgy Dimitrov was the first communist ruler of Bulgaria. And when he died in 1949, I think, a mausoleum was built to actually house his dead body. Children were brought here after the example of Lenin in Moscow. Children were brought here to see this dead body. Lenin's mausoleum in Moscow, as far as I know, still stands. Ours was blown up. Why? Because we Bulgarian people like to start afresh. That's why. We don't like that history. So this is a parking lot right now. Next to the building, which I'm showing to you right now, is the National Theatre, but you cannot see it from here. Again, this is probably one of the best illuminated parts of the city of Sofia. You want to have a look. I hope I have managed to show you around Sofia by night, okay? And I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely evening.